Hello, dear friends. I'd like to invite you to pause for just a moment and reflect on something simple, yet deeply important. Are you over 50? And have you ever thought that to maintain muscle, flexibility, and daily strength, the only way is to eat more meat or spend a fortune on supplements, pills, and powders without really knowing if they're helping? I've heard that belief so many times, not just from strangers, but even from my own family. And I get it, because that's what we've been told for decades. But today, I want to share a small story with you, one that might just shift your perspective. One of my patients, Mr. Jack, age 68, once told me, "Doc, I eat meat every day, every meal. But the more I eat, the more tired I feel. My legs feel weak. My energy's just gone." So I asked him, "Do you ever eat beans?" He laughed and said, "Beans, that's poor man's food. Fills you up, but no nutrition, right?" And that's when it hit me. We often overlook the simplest things, but it's in those humble foods that science is now rediscovering something powerful, something that has been in our kitchens all along. I want you to imagine this sitting quietly in your pantry or fridge is a food so affordable, so familiar, and yet so powerful. It can help your muscles recover, improve your digestion, reduce inflammation, and bring back the strength you've been missing one meal at a time. That food is beans. The same beans your parents or grandparents might have used in stews, soups, or even desserts are now being recognized by modern science as one of the best foods for healthy aging. And that's exactly what I want to explore with you in this video today. You see, we don't have to age feeling tired and worn down. Sometimes the right choice is right in front of us, but until we understand it, we don't know how powerful it can be. Let's talk about something surprisingly powerful: beans, the unsung hero for muscle health after 50. As we age, something happens in the body called anabolic resistance. It means our muscles don't respond to protein like they used to. While a younger person might only need 20 grams of protein to trigger muscle growth, someone over 60 may need 30, 40 grams in a single meal to get the same benefit. The problem: most older adults don't get enough protein, either from eating less, avoiding meat, or simply struggling with digestion or dental issues. And that's where beans come in like a quiet savior. 1. Lentils, your gentle companion with 18 grams of protein per cup. Lentils pack the same punch as 3 whole eggs, but unlike meat or eggs, they're soft, easy to chew, easy to digest, and never feel heavy. One of my patients, Linda, age 72, couldn't tolerate meat anymore. It just felt too heavy. After switching to a morning lentil soup and an evening lentil salad, she said, "Doctor, I feel lighter on my feet. My legs don't ache as much. And it's strange. It's like the lentils are giving me energy." It wasn't just a feeling. Lentils are rich in iron, folate, and fiber, all of which support circulation, muscle oxygenation, and reduced inflammation. 2. White beans, soft, but surprisingly strong. When people hear white beans, they usually think of soup or chowder, but few realize that 1 cup has 17 grams of protein, a seriously solid number. White beans also come with calcium, potassium, insoluble fiber, which helps lower blood pressure and protect bone health. 2 vital things after 60. One retired physician I know, Dr. Tom, eats a bowl of white bean porridge with oat milk every morning. He told me with a grin, "Doc, my blood pressure is steady, my digestion is smooth, and my bones still feel strong. Beans are my medicine now." 3. Black beans, a natural shield against aging. In traditional remedies, black beans were known to support liver and kidney health. But today's science shows they're loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which help protect muscle cells and slow aging. Each cup of black beans contains about 15 grams of protein, along with magnesium, folate, and fiber, a perfect trio for anyone dealing with mild arthritis, fatigue, or sluggish metabolism. One of my longtime patients, Mrs. Helen, brews a chilled black bean tea every week. Just beans, a pinch of Himalayan salt, and no sugar. After a few months, she told me, "I sleep better, my skin looks fresher, And the best part, I can walk 2 miles every morning without my legs giving up. This is only the beginning of what beans can do. And in the next part of our journey, I'll share how different cultures from India to Latin America have used beans plus grains to create complete proteins without needing any meat at all. We'll also talk about how modern research in 23 has confirmed plant-based protein, when consumed in the right amount and paired with light activity, can be just as effective as animal protein in supporting muscle mass, strength, and energy. So stay with me, because what we're uncovering here isn't just about food. It's about giving your body your second chance at strength with something as humble and powerful as beans. Or navy beans, small but mighty. The name navy beans might sound unfamiliar, but they're actually those small white beans you often find in hearty soups or baked dishes. With about 15 grams of protein per cup, navy beans are also rich in soluble fiber, which helps clean artery walls, stabilize blood sugar, and lower cholesterol. This is the bean I often recommend to my patients with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. It's simple, affordable, and incredibly effective. Mrs. Susan, 65 years old and managing early-stage diabetes, once told me just by having a bowl of navy bean soup each night, without any added carbs, my morning blood sugar dropped noticeably. I didn't even need to adjust my medication, doctor. That's the quiet strength of these little beans. They work gently but deeply within your body. 5. Soybeans, the king of plant-based protein. If I had to choose a super bean, soybeans would be at the top of my list. With a stunning 31 grams of protein per cup, they even surpass a serving of boiled chicken breast in protein content. But the benefits don't stop there. Soybeans contain isoflavones, a plant compound that mimics estrogen in structure, helping to balance hormones, reduce the risk of osteoporosis, and support cognitive health in older adults. One study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who regularly consume soy had higher muscle mass, better bone density, and a lower risk of heart disease. But who was diabetes? I remember one patient in particular, Robert, 74. After a mild stroke, he struggled with shoulder pain and muscle weakness. He made a simple switch: soy milk every morning, braised tofu with turmeric for lunch. 3 months later, his body was bouncing back, his hands more agile, his blood pressure steady, and his spirit renewed. Why are beans so perfect for aging adults? I want you to really think about this. After age 60, eating is no longer about indulgence, it's about nourishment. It's not about fancy food on the table, but food that fuels your body, soothes your digestion, and leaves you feeling energized, not heavy. Beans check every box: high in protein, affordable, zero cholesterol, easy to cook, easy on the body. From soups and stews to porridges and salads, you can turn beans into dozens of comforting, satisfying dishes. Meals that not only taste good, but work quietly behind the scenes to support your heart, muscles, and metabolism. And here's something even more powerful. A simple science lesson made easy. Let me share a quick and fascinating fact. Protein is made up of amino acids. There are 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot make on its own, so they must come from food. Most beans, on their own, are missing 1 or 2 of these amino acids. But here's the beautiful part. When you pair beans with grains like rice, whole grain bread, or oats, you create a complete protein, just as complete as what you get from meat or fish. And this isn't new wisdom. The world has known it for centuries. In India, they have dal and rice. In the Middle East, hummus with pita bread. In Vietnam and other Asian cultures, mung bean porridge or sticky rice with beans. What our ancestors were doing wasn't just cultural. It was nutritional brilliance passed down through food. The golden formula: beans plus gentle movement. And here's where it all comes together. Eating beans and pairing them with light movement, whether it's a daily walk, stretching, yoga, or lifting light weights, becomes a powerful tool to rebuild muscle, improve circulation, stabilize blood sugar, and restore your vitality. You don't need intense workouts. You don't need expensive powders or pills. You just need consistency, intention, and a willingness to start. One important truth: beans alone aren't enough. Beans are powerful, yes, but they become truly transformative when paired with gentle movement. A 20-minute walk, a light yoga session, slow cycling, or lifting small weights. When combined with a bean-rich diet, these activities enhance the body's ability to respond to protein, accelerate muscle recovery, improve blood flow, and even reduce the risk of falls. I once followed a wellness group of older adults at a senior center. They all committed to increasing their bean intake and exercising every morning. 6 months later, the results were remarkable. They walked with more confidence, had sharper minds, and their blood pressure improved naturally. A message from the heart of a doctor. You see, aging is not the final chapter. It's a new beginning, one that deserves to be written with wisdom and the right choices. And sometimes that right choice comes from something as humble and simple as a handful of beans. Affordable, easy to cook, nutrient-rich, powerful and quiet, steady ways. So the next time someone asks you, "What do you eat to stay strong after 50?" smile and say, "I start with a bowl of beans every day." Rediscovering the power of beans. After 60 together, we've explored the hidden power of beans, how they deliver impressive protein, how they create a complete nutritional profile when combined with grains, and how they serve our bodies beautifully as we age. But beyond numbers and research, beans represent something more: a journey toward better health that's affordable, sustainable, and deeply rooted in tradition. I know some of you may still have doubts. How can these tiny little beans compare to a big slab of red meat? Well, reality often speaks louder than assumptions. Yes, meat has been our traditional protein source. But let's be honest, meat is becoming more expensive, and it brings risks: saturated fat, cholesterol, and inflammation when not prepared properly. Beans, on the other hand, they're 3 to 5 times cheaper. They keep well. They're easy to cook. They don't need freezing. They're perfect for older adults living alone or families trying to save money. A pound of dried mung beans can feed you 5 to 7 complete meals, nutritious, budget-friendly, and satisfying. I have an elderly couple, Mr. and Mrs. Sanders, living in a small town on a fixed retirement income. They told me, "We used to eat meat and fish all the time, but our joints still hurt and the grocery bills were piling up. Now we eat beans and veggies daily, and not only do we feel better, but our wallets feel lighter too." Rice and beans, a timeless protein combo. Here's a fact few people pay attention to: rice and beans, when eaten together, provide all the essential amino acids your body needs. No expensive meat required. Just a bowl of rice with stewed beans or bean porridge can meet your body's daily protein needs. Think about it. For generations, our ancestors ate meals like rice with black beans, lentil porridge, sticky rice with mung beans, not because of science, but because generations of lived experience taught them that it filled the belly, sustained energy, and kept illness at bay. Other cultures around the world knew this too. In India, dal and rice. In Mexico, beans and tortillas. In the Middle East, chickpeas and couscous. They didn't have access to much meat, but they were healthy, energetic, and strong. That's the legacy of traditional food wisdom. Beyond protein, a full spectrum of support for aging bodies. By the time we reach 50, good health is about more than just muscles. It's about digestion, inflammation, mental clarity, and staying energized despite aging. And once again, beans step up quietly and consistently. One, fiber, your body's silent housekeeper. Each cup of beans contains 6 to 15 grams of fiber, an invaluable gift for older adults dealing with constipation, colitis, or digestive troubles. Mrs. Linda, 63, used to suffer from bloating and irregularity. After adding lentils and white beans to her meals, she told me, "Doctor, I feel lighter, more regular. I'm not afraid of meals anymore. I look forward to them." 2. Magnesium and B vitamins. Fuel for your muscles and brain. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, from muscle contractions and nerve signaling to energy production. And B vitamins, especially B9 folate, are essential for nerve function, protein synthesis, and generating new cells. Older adults who lack magnesium or folate often feel tired, foggy, or anxious for no reason. Beans help fill in those nutritional gaps. They support your nerves, help you sleep deeper, and give your mood a noticeable lift. 3. Antioxidants, your invisible shield against aging. Beans, especially black and red varieties, are loaded with anthocyanins, a class of powerful antioxidants. They shield your cells from damage, slow down aging, reduce cancer risk, and protect your heart. I like to call antioxidants the invisible armor of aging. You can't see your cells aging, but you can protect them with every bean-based meal you enjoy. Iron, the key to energy and muscle strength. Many older adults suffer from mild anemia due to poor iron absorption. But here's something most people don't realize. Iron in beans becomes much more absorbable when paired with vitamin C from tomatoes, bell peppers, or a squeeze of lemon. A red bean salad with fresh lemon juice or a tomato-based bean stew isn't just tasty, it's a natural energy booster. I recall a 78-year-old man who used to feel tired all the time. He started having bean salads and raw veggies for lunch. 2 months later, he was back at the farmer's market, biking around the neighborhood, and full of stories to share, all with a smile on his face. Chapter 1. Start slowly. Let your digestive system adjust. If beans are new to your diet, don't rush in with a full bowl every day. Your digestive system needs time to adjust to the fiber, oligosaccharides, and natural enzymes in beans. Begin with just 2 to 4 tablespoons a day, then gradually increase to half a cup, and eventually to 1 cup over a few weeks. This gentle approach helps prevent bloating or discomfort while still allowing your body to absorb all the nutrition beans offer. 2. Add variety. Make beans a joyful daily guest. Beans don't always need to be the main dish. Sometimes just a small amount can turn an ordinary meal into something nourishing and satisfying. Here are some easy, delicious ideas. Morning. Oatmeal cooked with green lentils. Whole grain toast topped with mashed white beans like a creamy pate. Homemade soy milk or roasted soybeans brewed into tea. Lunch. Brown rice mixed with black beans and steamed vegetables. Veggie salad with steamed navy beans and olive oil. Baked tofu or Indian-style curried lentils. Dinner. Soft red bean soup with whole grain crackers. Navy bean stew with mushrooms. Light and sleep-friendly. Noodle bowls with silken tofu and roasted peanuts. A little change every day keeps things interesting, and you'll never feel like you're stuck eating the same thing. Yefwari. Cook smart. Enjoy beans without the bloating. Many older adults give up on beans because of the gas and bloating. But the issue often isn't the bean, it's how it's prepared. Here are some smart cooking tips to reduce gas-causing compounds. Soak beans for at least 8 hours or overnight before cooking. Change the water 1-2 times during soaking, then rinse thoroughly. Do a quick boil and discard that first water before cooking the final dish. Use a pressure cooker if you have one. It shortens cooking time and reduces gas. You can also add a few slices of ginger or a piece of kombu seaweed during cooking. This not only enhances flavor, but also supports digestion. Or cook once, freeze in batches, eat anytime. Let's be honest, cooking beans every day isn't practical for many older adults. That's why the cook once, eat multiple times strategy works wonders. Here's how. Make a big batch of lentils, black beans, or white beans without seasoning. Divide it into smaller containers and freeze. Whenever you need a meal, simply thaw a portion and turn it into a quick stir-fry, soup, salad, or stew. This method helps you eat beans daily without feeling overwhelmed in the kitchen. 5. Pair beans with foods you already love. You don't have to eat beans on their own. The secret is to mix them into the meals you already enjoy. Love fried rice. Add in some mung beans instead of carrots. Love toast. Try mashed chickpeas or red beans as a spread. Love noodle bowls. Add crispy tofu and roasted peanuts. Love yogurt or smoothies. Top them with a few crunchy roasted chickpeas. The goal isn't to replace your favorite foods, it's to enhance them with extra nutrition. 6. Rotate different beans. Keep it fresh. Never boring. There are so many types of beans and lentils: kidney beans, black beans, mung beans, navy beans, soybeans, chickpeas, green peas. Each has its own taste, texture, and nutrients. So why stick with just one? Here's a simple weekly rotation plan. Monday, oatmeal with mung beans. Tuesday, white bean salad. Wednesday, tofu and peanut noodle bowl. Thursday, creamy lentil soup. Friday, brown rice with kidney beans. Saturday, sticky rice with black beans. Sunday, chickpea curry. This way, your meals are always exciting and your body gets a broader range of vitamins and minerals too. Make beans your everyday ally. Eating beans isn't a trend, it's not a diet, a restriction, or a passing fad. It's a gentle, wholesome, sustainable choice for anyone who truly wants to stay healthy beyond 60. Don't wait for your body to feel weak or tired before searching for healthy solutions. Start now with small, simple habit. A spoonful of beans, a light bean soup at night, a warm sticky rice with mung beans in the morning. These are more than just meals. They are acts of self-love gifts you give to your body every single day. A final thought from the heart. When people think about aging, they often picture pills, hospitals, and supplement bottles. But sometimes, what we truly need is just a small shift in our daily plate. A spoonful of beans, a comforting bowl of soup, a humble breakfast of rice and lentils. These are simple changes, but they carry the power to renew, to restore, and to uplift. Age doesn't stop us from living well and feeling good. With the right knowledge and wise choices, health returns like an old friend, quiet but reliable. If this video inspired you, if this message gave you hope, clarity, or motivation to eat better and feel better, please tap the like button to support the channel. Share this video with someone you love. It may be the gift of health they didn't know they needed. And don't forget to subscribe, because I have so many more real stories, real insights, and trusted health lessons coming your way in future videos. Thank you for spending your time with me. Stay strong, stay joyful, and I'll see you again soon. Warm wishes. Michael Evans' adapted name for use in audience.